Hey everybody, it's the BrainScratch Comms team here with a classic of Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo, and we have our first official guest commentator with us. You all know him as the great and mighty Spax.
Hey everyone, and whatever.
Indeed.
My god, I love this game.
Alright, I'm pretty impressed by these graphics. I never was much of a Turtles fan, but, you know, for Super Nintendo, pretty damn
With
good.
the epic flashing.
I can agree. They actually did a good job putting the arcade graphics into the Super Nintendo version, with a few exceptions, of course.
I never played any games in the arcade, so I can't really say which was better.
It's missing a few animation frames, but it's still pretty good in general.
I never actually played it in the arcades. I just emulated it, but it's how I know.
I just want to notice one thing. This game from 1992 still has better and more voice acting than most Nintendo games.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose so.
Here's the very first line. Rah!
I take it these character designs are from the only Turtles cartoon that I ever saw.
Yes.
The, quote-unquote...
The original one.
Yes.
I still want to know what Shredder plans on doing with the Statue of Liberty now that he's captured it, but...
That's our epic plot here. He's stolen the Statue of Liberty.
Wasn't it in the arcade version that he had actually shrunk in the entirety of Manhattan?
No.
It was Genesis version.
That was the
Hyperstone
Hyperstone. Yeah,
you're right.
Back on the voices, there's one thing I really do not like about this game. All the Turtles share the same voice.
That probably had more to do with memory constraints than actual desire. I mean, voice acting on cartridges takes up a shitload of space.
I guess, but I would have liked to hear
that
Thompson Coleman and Cam Clark reprise the
Oh,
role
that
of
is...
Mike
Wait,
Randolph.
could one of you answer me this? Which came first, this game or Superman, the one where he dies and then comes back, which was essentially the same game as this?
I'm not exactly sure.
Because that wrecking ball right there looks very much like what you encounter in like the second stage of that Superman game. You know, float around above it, use it to anally rape Doomsday.
Wait, I was going to say Superman can get hurt by a wrecking ball?
Well, he can, actually,
made of
if
kryptonite?
you're on the ground. But if you're floating above it, the enemies will, like idiots, just flock around beneath you, and if the wrecking ball comes down on him, major damage.
Well, does it really matter? I mean, every Superman game is horrible.
True.
It was okay. It was a standard
Streets
of Rage game.
I would love to
I've
see
actually played it. I really didn't like it because it was like so easy to beat.
Yeah, it was average. But back to the Turtles.
No, I say below.
Who's the big guy behind? Who's the big guy back there?
That was Super Krang.
That was Krang's android body in super size.
I see.
That magically gets smaller later in the game for whatever
only
reason.
makes me wonder why Super
Actually,
Krang can't...
if you saw episode 5
flip here.
Cartoon, Krang had the ability to grow big and small before.
But it only makes me wonder why Super Krang just can't reach and grab the turtle with his bare hands. It only has the ability to shoot lasers from his eyes.
Well,
I guess memory limits, like you said with the voices.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at the original Sonic game, they said they were either going to do Sonic breakdancing or the Sega, voice in the beginning of the game. They were originally going to do the original.
Who's this?
This is Baxter Stockman.
That's Baxter Stockman.
Yes.
When he was turned into a fly in the second season of the original cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna compliment
I even asked Pat Fraley about this when I interviewed him. I was wondering why he was changed from a black guy to a white guy.
Huh.
Because he was black in the original comics, and he's also black in the current cartoon.
I read like the first 3 volumes of the original comics. That's the only place I know Baxter Stockman from.
And I wish he would get down here and let me kick his ass.
Like, he was the bastard who made the Mousers and tried to rob banks with them, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Huh.
What does he shoot? Wait, what is the fist that he shoots at you made of?
I don't know, but I want to say something right here. Originally, when the turtle you're playing as defeats him, he actually dies and doesn't fall off the bridge.
Yeah, everything explodes.
That was in the arcade version.
No, but you know what? I kind of like how everything explodes.
Home console censorship, or maybe they just thought it was more epic that
they spontaneously combust. Oh, but it's quite alright. They've grown tired of living.
like Castle Symphony of the Night, everything dies in horrible fire.
Oh, and also in the arcade version, when you attack the fire hydrant, the turtle you're playing as will say, "Cool off, suckers!"
Yeah, that actually happens in Reshelled. Although the first time I heard it in Reshelled, the audio skipped. Like the first video I saw, and it sounded like he said "cool off, fuckers." And I'm like, that couldn't be right. I was like, that couldn't be right?
Oh, this is badass.
Okay, what was the point of that? He just ducked into the sewer and said this cave is creepy, and then popped back out.
You actually hear a voice clip of that in the arcade version.
Oh, I see. Oh,
yeah.
But what was the point of it?
For comedy and to give it more personality, really.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate these things.
Roadkill Rodney's.
Yep.
I wouldn't call a sewer a cave, though.
I know.
Hey, look, it's a bright orange ninja. Kill him.
Of course, in true video game
I hate the orange ninjas. I'm just racist. I'm just
for the
racist
win.
like that.
Of course, in true video game fashion, all you need to do to heal your dismembered arm is eat a pizza, and that's it.
Where have you been?
Pizza time.
More Roadkill Rodneys, and I hate them still.
Right.
Hey,
I'll be honest. Go ahead.
Here's a comment. Okay, you remember Screw Attack with Stuttering Craig? How he said this is like the best beat 'em up ever?
Yeah.
He's not even a real Turtle fan. I mean, have you seen his commentaries on episodes of the Turtles?
He doesn't have much to say, honestly.
Well, here's the thing. He said it's a fact that Rat King and Leatherhead were made solely for the cartoon, which is bullshit. They were in the original comics.
I know for a fact Rat King was in the original comic.
Research
and also, he said
win.
the Technodrome never came to the surface when it did in, like, Season 2 and Season 3, and I think was in the surface of the North Pole in Season 5.
Oh, look, it's Metalhead.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mangle you green slim balls.
Wait, is this a Mecha Turtle?
Yeah, it is. It was in the show.
Oh, god damn it. Why does every series need an evil clone?
Well, it's more original than Slash, who we're going to fight later on.
Hey, Slash is awesome. Don't badmouth him.
He kicked my ass the first time I played this
game.
game.
Hey, face it. In the arcade version... Well, I'll get to that when we face Slash.
Yeah, I know. I was going to comment on that. And that difference later, but I gotta go kick Metalhead's ass. Stupid laser chest thing. He's dead. Hooray.
Hey, do you think if he just had English voices, do you think he would have read the typo Slim Balls?
I am terminated. Damn you, turtles.
Okay.
Why are you falling into the cave?
Cowabunga!
Oh.
I hate this level in Reshelled Sewer Surfing.
Yeah, it was really, really, really boring.
Well, actually, I thought it was a little better in Reshelled.
No, the pizza monsters are goddamn near impossible to hit.
Well, actually, I know how to hit them, but... Actually, I find them hard to hit in both games.
Well, they're easier to hit in this game because the only directions you can hit and can be hit is left and right.
Oh, great. It's one of these, you're constantly moving full
I
levels.
do know that. I've played Reshelled a lot.
All I can say is this is where What's-His-Face learned how to really surf, and this is original Surf Ninjas.
Where's my Leslie
entire
Nielsen
level is
and his
better than
crotch
like
grabbing?
3 of those movies combined.
Oh, and I can say those spikes from the ceiling are easier to avoid in the Reshelled.
Yeah, because there's not faux 3D, it's actual 3D, so you can tell how much depth it has.
I think that's actually a good thing because it felt a little uneven in the 2D versions.
Yeah. And we just passed the first setting of the my toe.
You got hit like 3 times from that.
I think the actors from the current cartoon did that a lot better in the Reshelled version.
Okay, so it hurts his toe, but it doesn't do anything to his surfboard. That's awesome.
It clips to the board.
Ninja surfboard is invincible.
The Ninja Turtle surfboard is indestructible.
Like all techno stuff that belongs to the
Screw
hero.
the weapon. They should just try hitting their enemies with those things. I mean, if they're that hard, then they could just take them out instantly.
Kind of reminds me.
So it cannot be destroyed, and because it cannot be destroyed, all of the mines just clip through it.
I like how the Rat King has a giant arrow above his weak point that's saying, "Here's the weak point, hit it."
I've actually seen the vehicle he's on in the cartoon. It was actually used by the Foot and not the Rat King, though.
I know this vehicle's been around at some point.
Fighting
a giant world. Wow, that's an awesome
I'm
battle.
also so glad that they actually included the Rat King as a boss in the Super Nintendo version, where there was no boss at all in the arcade.
Yeah.
This is a giant advertisement boss.
Buy our toys.
Buy our toys.
And he explodes in a giant fire.
Either way. Hey, well, the toys of the Turtles were actually pretty awesome for their time, and in my opinion, they're still awesome.
I still have 3 of those figures that do backflips, and they don't really do backflips.
Yeah. Okay, we stopped, so.
Don't worry, this will get in there. We'll see you all in part 2. Goodbye.
Okay.